I've been a full-time astrologer for the last 12 years, and one of my main interests in astrology has always been health and the human body.
Right.
I'm a Virgo, and Virgo is also the sign that rules
Yeah.
health. So since I was a child, I've just been fascinated with the human body, anatomy, and everything about it. And when I started studying astrology, very quickly I realized that the roots of astrology were in medicine, or the roots of medicine were in astrology, and basically they kind of both were born out of the same place.
Hmm.
So, fast forward up to 2012, a couple of years ago, I was giving a talk in New York
Hmm.
City at a center here, and Stephanie, my co-author, was sitting in the audience on this panel discussion about the evolution of consciousness.
Awesome.
And I was speaking a bit about health and astrology, about how the body is the stars of the body, and she was taking a lot of notes, I noticed. And we ended up finding out we work in the same center down the road, um, offices next door to each other.
Wonderful.
And we made that connection. And we just started having these great inspirational talks all the time when we could over lunch and
Oh.
breaking. And actually, the book came out of many conversations and just comparing notes.
Hmm.
She's a holistic practitioner
Hmm.
now, but she was trained at Stanford as a regular medical doctor.
Hmm.
So the book came out of our relationship and just really talking about the body and the stars every day almost for about a year, and many inspirational talks. And then she said one day, we got to put a book together.
Right.
This is happening.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
I have so many case studies to draw from. I mean, because I take notes every time I see somebody. I take copious notes on their situation, and
Hmm.
then I see them years later. So there's actually a whole lot of case studies that we couldn't include in the book because there
Oh,
wasn't enough
wow.
pages, but they will be on the website.
Oh, that's mhm.
Basically, everything breathes together,
Right.
and we are cosmos. You
Hmm.
know, the saying, as above, so below, as within, so without.
Hmm.
It's not like the planets make us do things. It's not like we make the planets do things. Everything somehow happens concurrently. So, why it's as relevant then as it is now? Well, then the big difference is we didn't have light pollution and there wasn't as much to do. People basically looked at the sky for thousands of years and they observed it and just took notes and recognized patterns. And this was passed on in oral tradition and written tradition for so many thousand years.
Yeah.
I mean, so many people were observing the sky. There was, hunting, there was gathering and sky observation, and we didn't have such busy lives. We didn't have such light pollution. So really complex systems were devised in the Hellenistic
Hmm.
period, in the Islamic world, in the Mayan world. I mean, incredibly detailed sky maps were drawn up that now research has just been done in the 90s and the 2000s recently that proves that all their calcs were exactly right.
Huh.
So it's pretty amazing that they didn't have computers and all of this technology,
Right.
and now we do, and we're just finding out that they had it all right.
Yeah.